Well, it's an outbreak that has really sent fear through not only West Africa, but much of the world. Ebola. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say the virus has infected nearly 3,000 people and killed more than 1,400. In fact, we just got word this week that another American doctor in Liberia has tested positive for Ebola. The scary thing is, health officials say there's no telling when they may get a handle on the disease.
Bad as the situation is now, everything I've seen suggests that over the next few weeks it's likely to get worse. We're likely to see significant increases in cases.
Dr. Frieden says the Ebola outbreak is a world problem, and as such, the world needs to respond.
Now, unfortunately, there is a group that has responded: scam artists. They're taking advantage of people's fear of the Ebola outbreak. Now, here's more on how they're trying to make a quick buck and how you can avoid becoming a victim.
Products claiming to either treat or prevent Ebola are popping up online. The FDA says they have received numerous consumer complaints of products like this dietary supplement powder, which claims it can fight the Ebola virus. Monolaurin is another product online claiming it can defend against the virus that currently has no FDA-approved vaccines or drugs for treatment.
Researchers are working diligently to develop those items, but right now there's no cure and there's no vaccine for Ebola.
None of the fake products online are FDA approved, which poses a major concern for the public health department.
Please check with your physician if you see a product that's claiming to treat Ebola or anything else. You know, there's lots of fraud out there on the internet, and so you've got to protect yourself, and part of that is seeking medical care. So if your doctor hasn't recommended it, it's probably not a valid option.
The scammers aren't just selling fake treatments, but fake Ebola prevention kits as well. For the low price of $19.95, you could own this kit equipped with face masks, disinfectant spray, isolation gowns, and biohazard containment bags. But it won't keep you safe from Ebola. The FDA says they are monitoring the fraudulent products currently on the market and will take appropriate actions to protect consumers.
Now, it is important to note Ebola does not pose a significant risk to the United States public. So, if you've come across any of these fraudulent products, the FDA is encouraging you to report them.
You know, we have to be so careful these days.
Yeah.
It seems like every time we turn around, there's somebody who wants to make a quick buck off of an unsuspecting consumer. Even when you see the word free, you have to ask yourself, is it really? After all, we all know there's no such thing as a free lunch. But what about a free estimate? Many service companies offer them, but how do you know that bid won't come off with a price tag? In today's Angie's List report, what to expect when you ask for a free estimate.
When is a free estimate really free? The answer may depend on your project.
When it comes to free estimates, a general rule of thumb is typically small jobs that don't require a lot of investigation work to determine the problem will typically be free estimates. If it's a more involved job or something that's going to require figuring out what the problem really is, that's when you typically see a charge.
An estimate helps let you know how much you need to spend for a specific issue, and it should include a breakdown of costs, materials, labor, as well as a time frame. Every company has a different definition, so always ask what the estimate entails.
Typically, we offer free estimates. Sometimes we can talk a customer through the price on the phone by giving them a price per window of what we charge and the type of windows they have. If they feel more comfortable with us coming out, giving them an estimate, we certainly do that.
Brian Ashpaugh says when it comes to electrical work, his company offers free estimates on new installations.
On free estimates, my company policy is on new installations. So if you're doing, say, a large remodel or you have a new hot tub that you want to put in, that would be a new installation. So we will come out and provide you with a very descriptive quotation on exactly what will take to put that in. The reason that we can't always provide a free estimate is, again, based upon service. Say in your home you have 2 bedrooms that the outlets don't work. You've checked the breaker panel, all the breakers appear to be on and working, but outlets are no longer functioning properly. That we can't give a free estimate on because we have to come into the home. We actually have to do some physical electrical testing. Electricity is, because it's an invisible force, You can't tell like with other work.
Angie Hicks, founder of Angie's List, says before you agree to a free service estimate, make sure you know what the company considers free. Otherwise, that bid might come with a price tag.
Make sure you understand any type of charge that might occur with an estimate. Some companies might have a free estimate, but make sure they don't have a trip charge or a fuel surcharge that you'll be hit with instead. One member reported she thought she was getting a free estimate from a company, but when the company was there, they presented her with a bill for $45 for a trip charge. So don't get tripped up on the terms that can be used for these charges.
Angie also says to verify if you're getting an estimate or an inspection. Most contractors consider these two different things. And be sure and ask how the estimate will be delivered.
Well, one thing consumers need to keep in mind when it comes to estimates is that not always will companies deliver the estimate on site. So be prepared, ask questions to find out when the estimate, you'll have it in hand. Is it going to be same day? Is it going to take 3 days? That way you're not disappointed.
And Angie's List says service providers might charge for an estimate if you decide not to hire them. And like she said, you should also ask if you're going to receive that estimate on the spot or if you're going to have to wait a few days.
Yeah, that could be kind of tough.
Now that confusion has been cleared up, let's tackle something that can be complicated. Divorce and its impact on kids, especially if the parents don't agree on what's best for their children. Find out how the legal system comes into play to make sure what's done is in the best interest of the little ones.
And while we're in the courtroom, find out how this four-legged friend named Holly is helping provide comfort for kids who find themselves on the witness stand. But first, we've teamed up with Sussex County Federal Credit Union to help you make better sense of your money. Here's Cherie with this week's tip.
On behalf of Sussex County Federal Credit Union, I'm Cherie Coleman with this week's Dollars and Cents tip. It doesn't have to be expensive to reward your employees with great benefits. When you utilize a credit union employee benefits program, it can not only enhance your benefits package at no additional cost, but it can also help reduce absenteeism and increase productivity. In addition, your business will also be rewarded with sponsored employee appreciation days, advertising opportunities, and employee appreciation programs. To take advantage of our complimentary employee benefits program at Sussex County Federal Credit Union, visit SussexCFCU.com. Together, we can achieve more.